Hello, everyone. Welcome back to DomJake Podcast. I'm Jake, and joining me is my co-host Dom. Say hi.
Hello, everyone. Hello. All right, it's good to be here.
This is my secret episode. Dom has no idea what this episode will be about, nor will he be required to look at the document I've prepared ahead of time. Dom, you may sit back and, well, sit back if you wanted to. I usually would say try to relax, but something tells me that's gonna be hard. So, in case you're new here, I talk a lot. Wouldn't you say that's accurate?
Oh, I'd say so. Yeah, it's pretty accurate.
But even if I had tried to be mindful of how often I speak more recently, it isn't always a success. So, Dom, this one will be a success regardless for me. Guess why?
Cause you're still because okay, you're not gonna talk a lot this episode.
In a way. So, in summary, including the words I've already said for the introduction, I'm limited to 400 words this episode. So, although I'm the host, it'll be as if you were the host. Surprise! All I say, if I say more than 400 words, you're the winner. If not, I win. Begin. Talk about whatever you want, as long as it's appropriate. And I'll occasionally chime in. I already spoke 200. Do you think I could do this, Dom?
Well, with given the track record of you talking a lot, well, this might not be a challenge, but all right, let's get to this.
Nice. Dom, go.
Okay, so well, as of now, we've already, as of this, as of right now, of course, we recorded our last episode like the day before. So, yep, and so far I've been pretty busy here. But you know what? Uh, it's like I don't know what else going on. I've already talked about my resolutions. I've talked about other goals. Trying to also get creative with my own like hobbies too. As you know, I do like taking pictures. Actually, I haven't really been doing that much lately.
Why
It's one of the
so?
it's one of those hobbies that it's. I guess it depends on where you are. Like if you're on vacation, you're gonna be snapping away. But if it's just at home, okay, what's there to be taking pictures of? Like 200 pictures of your cat? That's going to just be a waste of like film or memory. So maybe it's
Right.
just, so it's probably best to save them for maybe family events. But yeah, so I don't know. I haven't been taking many pictures.
Me
And,
think this boring. Go on.
hmm, okay. I'm not going to explain the whole process in this entire episode, right? Because, yeah.
No, something else.
Well, let's shine a new light to something else. I am looking forward, hopefully, to this summer. I am looking forward to the summer season. No,
Why?
because it's like I'm not. So I'm tired of this. Tired of this winter weather. All the snow, all like being cold, but at
All
the same
snow.
time,
There ain't that much.
not a lot, but still enough for me to have to shovel like tiny pieces of snow this year so far. Oh, but don't worry, we still have 2 more months of winter. So, we'll probably get more snow by next month, and better get those muscles because you're gonna be like shoveling that snow like you're shoveling dirt.
You geriatric.
Mm-mm-mm. Well, there's that saying, you don't stop exercising because you grow old. You grow old because you stop exercising. So the winter time is the perfect time to exercise for in shoveling that snow. Unless you want to get one of those snow blowers.
Boring. Go.
But you know what? As there's winter, then we proceed to spring. Oh, everything's melted.
Different topic.
Okay. Man, I'm glad I have my pets now because they're getting old. They're turning
Different
12.
topic.
Okay, you're wasting your words right now. But since I'm gonna talk, all right. I'm probably gonna bring up some reoccurring topics like we've talked about.
No.
No good movies. Okay, there. Moving on. I have no. I haven't been playing much games on my Switch lately because just been very busy with other things. So it's been hard to really just sit down and play some Mario or God knows what other games are out there. Yeah, it's been a good winter so far. And hopefully this year brings new things.
Tell me a story.
Okay. There once were the 3 little pigs. But the wolf one day was like, I'm starving. I want some pig. So, okay. So his first victim, the other pig, lived in a straw house. So then he decided to huff and puff and take out his energy to destroy the house. And luckily the pig ran away from that hungry wolf. So then the second pig was at least smart to build something with a little more sturdy material. But that ain't gonna stop. That hunger got the best of him, and he blew that house like he blew the milk, like from like a straw. But that pig ran away quicker than the wolf could even snatch. But the third pig was actually a genius. It wasn't a dumbass like all the others. But eventually the wolf tried to blow that house down, but those bricks are sturdy as fuck. But so then he just said, "Hey, let me open this door and rip the pig apart." The end. Those other 2 pigs, good for them for us being alive.
Longer story. Now.
Okay. So today we're going to be talking about the squirrel and the light bulb. And today we're going to be discussing about the squirrel. Okay.
A creative one.
Okay. There was this boy who was just playing with his toys, and then one day his parents decided, okay, because we decided, okay, we need some mommy and daddy time together. So they decided to go to the local Chili's, and the little boy decided, what can I do while I'm alone? Can I either invite my friends over and we can all play dinosaurs, or am I just going to sit home bored my whole life, or learn how to cook just like my mommy and daddy do? Okay, what does he do? Invite his friends over. They just play with their toys.
Friends.
Okay, the first boy's named Tom, which is okay. The protagonist's name is Bill. Okay, so Bill, he's a brunette little boy. He loves playing with his toy cars. And then his first friend Tom comes over, who's, though young, they're all kids, he's still jacked. Tom and him play with his toys, but because of Tom's strength, his cars, he might accidentally break some of them.
Bored with story.
Well,
Explain how politics.
no politics will be discussed. Moving on. So, we've all heard of Shrek. We've already heard of him. He's been established for 23 years.
Run candidacy.
Yes. Trump might run and against someone else.
No. How Dom run.
How would I be president? Well, I could fix maybe a few things here in this country. I don't know.
Explain full detail. How?
Maybe reduce prices for everything. Bring back things that we used to all enjoy as kids. Like we all have Chuck E. Cheese's less filthy. Bring back Toys R Us. Bring back like other stores. And experience things that I've never existed. All right. So as I am just sitting here, there's nothing. There's just dead air going on.
That's why you failed.
I don't know, but I am. Today's been a bit of a lazy day, but you know what? It's better. It's better to have less stress than more. So some days it's nice to have a lazy day. And sometimes if you've been working a lot, sometimes you want to relax. And when you relax, then you don't want to get up. So there's both ups and downs for everything.
Explain random topic of choosing.
Okay. Best Buy has been getting rid of DVDs, which is complete bullcrap because whoever is holding, because if you do the streaming service, that favorite movie of yours, let's just name drop a movie, Little Man, that movie could just get taken off by the license holder, which is fucked up. So that's where Walmart and Target step in to keep those things alive. So if you want to watch Iron Man, go to fucking Walmart. Or go to Target, whichever is your choice. But yeah, luckily we still have brick and mortar stores like them. Because, well, they've destroyed mega stores like we've talked about in a previous episode. But I'm not going to get into that again. So I'm just going to move on. Let's see. I have no... well, I would love to go... I'd love to go back to Maine again this year because, well, it's been kind of a thing that not every year, but there were a couple summers that I've been up there, and almost just about every time I've been up there, I've enjoyed it. But because, I don't know. And hopefully this year we'd be able to go. And if not, no big deal. But sometimes it's also great to explore different places. I don't know what else. And, okay.
New sport.
Okay. I don't know. Head ball, where you, instead of hitting with your hands, or you hit it with your head, and as long as you don't get a concussion, this ball will be safe. It's like volleyball, but hitting it, instead of hitting it with your fist, you hit it with your head. And I'm sure the ball will be made out of pure foam. And you'll make sure you not go to the hospital. And, well...
How play?
Hit it with your head over the net with your head. And...
What rules?
just really the biggest rule is have fun, but also don't get hurt. Use a softball, not that kind of softball. Like I said, it's got to be made out of foam. It's just a foam ball. It's also kid friendly because it's not a ball that will injure your kids. All right. Well, it's still January, and just another month before Valentine's Day. Okay, skipping that. St. Patrick's Day is gonna come up.
Valentine's.
Well, who's gonna be your special someone on Valentine's Day? Oh, I forgot. You're limited to words. Okay, next topic.
Back. Valentine's Day.
Okay. You get to eat tons of chocolate. Because, hey, I love chocolate too. But I also like getting unique candies around this time. But you know what? Just like a special item at McDonald's, these are only limited items. Or in this case, it's only seasonal. So you only get these items seasonally. So if you want those heart-shaped chocolates that's probably not made by Hershey's, get them now. But then again, don't get too much because then you'll get diabetes.
Dom. What Dom love life?
As of right now, I'm seeing no one. And you know what? That's fine. But, yeah, because we're only in our 20s. But anyways, I have no plans also for St. Patrick's Day. Maybe because there's usually a local parade that actually happens, but not every year I'll go. I mean, I went last year, but I've not gone the previous years because of something happened.
Talk about head injury high school.
Oh, dude. Oh, that. Yes. Well, all I could say is, I let my emotions get the best of me, and I threw a pencil, and, let's just say I had to take a trip to the ER after that. And that was the only time I've ever gotten into a fight, and it's better to keep it that way. And it's really nothing else to say.
Was bogus. You also punished.
That was, yes, we were both punished equally, which, in my opinion, wasn't the most fair, but...
Right.
But you know what? What do I expect? It's a public school. They try to be fair, but also you can't blame him for trying to be fair, but at the same time, in this instance, really, it's like I rather would have gone to detention, but you know what? You cannot change the past, and holy crap, it's been some time since it's passed. But
does it still sting?
My head? You can barely notice anything on my head. The scar is completely gone.
But feeling it hurt?
Oh, it really hurt. In fact, think of it
still.
Oh, no, it does not hurt at all.
Cool.
But all I could say is, at the time it did happen, it almost looked like a scene from almost looked like you would see something out of a horror movie. In fact, think of it like biting into a Gushers candy, but instead it tastes like iron. But I'm not going to get. That's the only detail I'm ever going to get. So time has passed. I do remember that day. Oh, God, that was honestly the worst day I've had, and I was just like, even also me myself I was also trying to process everything happening because, well, okay, yes, I got mad, but it's like, okay, how is this gonna affect? Like, is this gonna affect like my friendship with other people after they saw that side of me? Luckily, it didn't affect anything.
In
And that,
fact, most on your side.
yeah, yeah, yes, I do remember that. There was definitely a support system there. But you know what? You know what? There's nothing I can do to fix also the past. But yes, that was the only
That's
time. That was the only
that's
time.
a scene in Dom movie.
But yes, there was that. But oh yes, there's also one other. But oh my god. But yes, I promise I am not a violent person.
Go
But
on.
anyways, um, there's also a video project that I would like to share for this time. Uh, I'm probably not gonna upload it without any of like our classmates' permissions, but there is this project where I had to play as this janitor who was like whacking everybody with a mop, and you, my friend, might remember that. You were only there
Indeed.
for like,
Slap
you were there.
silly.
Yes, you were only in a couple scenes. And I remember it was, I mean, it was a fun project to make, but honestly, there was probably no reason to make a prequel to it after, but at the same time, I'm sure people watching were wondering the backstory of this said janitor, but
Oddly, I used that mop.
yeah, that very mop that I whacked people with. Well,
Yes.
hey, must be a very well-made mop if it lasts that long. But maybe they might have changed the brush on it, but I'm sure the same stick that my hands were on were there. Um, let's see. Yes. Um, I'm hopefully there were no diseases on that brush, from what I know. So it didn't
Now
seem like you got sick.
interview me.
Okay. So, so what makes you qualified to work at the school system that you're at?
Location.
Okay. It is near us. It's where we went to. It's near a local McDonald's and Dunkin' Donuts and a local grocery store.
True.
Yep. But oh, there was those were the days. But anyways, let's but also speaking of that area, there used to be a Tim Hortons where that little pharmacy is now. If you're old enough to remember the Tim Hortons there. I remember going there a few times when I was little. But I've been there. I remember getting a donut there before I went to school. This is when I was at the school next to our high school. So that was like a long, long, long time ago at this point. My God, it's hard to think that now the the high school students, at least as of now, were like born in the late 2000s. Just a few years ago, just like some kids were just literally, just some of the last kids that graduated were still born in the 90s. In like the beginning of the 2000s, which is where we land. And It's crazy to think that was almost half a decade ago. Honestly,
Facts.
I'm just maybe in 5 more years, maybe we'll do a 10-year reunion. And from what I've learned, or at least from what I found out, I think it's from one of like the class presidents of the time. It's up to them of whether they want to hold a reunion or not. It would be silly to do one this year because not much time has passed. You know,
Still, could
but I
be
mean,
cool.
it would be cool. But at the end of the day, it's ultimately up to the class presidents. But hey, 5 years from now, I'm sure we'll have a rockin' reunion. We just got to put the stickers on us showing our old yearbook picture. And there you go. Maybe Mr. Bob is doing this, and then Mrs. Bob is also maybe working at the local Taco Bell, or Mr. Bob is working at like a law firm, or working at a like some big company out there. Who knows? Some may still have hair, some may have lost it. You don't know. You just don't know.
More interview.
Okay. Where do I see myself in 10 years? Maybe I see myself having this channel bigger. But of course we'll probably have, because we'll have a bigger channel, we'll have more control over what we can do with it and have less restrictions if we're living at home. And you know what? As of now, I have no plans on leaving home.
Why?
Because I'm still figuring out what I want to do. I mean, it's, I don't know. It's like we're still young. We still have our whole lives ahead of us. So, I mean, I think I know. There's still some few people that we went to school with that I think are also like currently most of them are either still living at home or already on their own. So it's, hey, good for those who are living on their own.
Some
Be an adult.
parents.
Mm-hmm. We as our parents, yes.
No. Some parents.
Yes, some parents. Mm-hmm.
Some are parents.
Yes, some are parents. Some can be aunts. Some can be uncles. But I forgot what I was gonna say. And great, but there will be I don't know. What are we gonna do?
Improv more.
Give me a second here. Well, we'll there will be a lot of this will be cutting out because of dead air.
No.
But okay, living on our own. We've already said that. I've already mentioned that. Whether it's going to be living in an apartment or one of those cottage houses. But anyways, sometimes we got to get out of those Pampers and start living independently. But onto a different topic, which, okay, there have not been any crazy movies in theaters lately. So I've not been going to the theaters that often. Shocker. Because it seems like last year I went a lot, and that was part of why I made up the topic for like an episode. That was like the height of when I went to the theaters. But it seems like the amount of movies or the types of movies, they're just not in my interest. But hey, it may be interesting to those people. My God. I am just staring at this blank. I'm looking at a blank TV.
Improvise story time.
Okay. There. Okay. There's this. Okay. There's this one guy. He's on his way to work, but however, he want. However, he is stuck in traffic, so he's going to be 3 hours late for work. So what does he do? He gets off the highway, stops at the Dunkin' Donuts, and then he goes inside. He rushes those employees, being like, "Hey, come on! I have a job. I have somewhere to be. Hurry up, brew the coffee." So one of the employees decides to bring like pure capsaicin oil and like pour the whole bottle in his coffee. And guess what? He drank his coffee. His mouth was burning, and so was his stomach, and he had a cramp in his stomach, and he decided to call off for work because he was physically not feeling well. And a lesson is to be respectful to those who are making your items. Okay. Well, the end for that story. Okay, on to the next story. All right, so there's this one story about a dinosaur named Jerry, and all his buddies were decided to hang out one day, and they decided, what's this thing in the sky? It looks very light. And his Jerry the dinosaur and his bro Bob, and they was like, okay, that light is getting bigger. What could that be? But it looks like kind of looks like a stage light now. Or Jerry first was saying, "Is that the moon?" And Bob was like, "No, that could be the sun, but it's like, okay, this light is getting increasingly bigger. Why?" And it's like, uh-oh, it's getting hot. It's like, and this light is only getting lighter, and it's getting bigger.
Continue.
And what do you think that means? Uh-oh. Looks like something's about to crash here. And it turns out it was a meteor. And it killed the dinosaurs.
Meteor?
Oh, yes. So, let's fast forward to this certain period of time. Now we kind of come along, but we're cavemen. And we did not know how to make fire, so one of our ideas, what if we rub two sticks together? And what is this invisible light? Let me touch it to see how it feels. And oh no, now my hand looks like a golf ball. And like along the way, I'm like, I'm starving. I want to try something with this. And I find like a little rat on the ground, and I just I make a pan out of rocks or something, and I decided to put that mouse right into the pan right above the fire. And what does that mouse cooks? And they discovered, oh my god, I can cook! And instead they didn't say it in English, they went, ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah.
What?
But hey, we're it's called evolution. But then someone out there invented the English language, and then invented other languages, and that's what led to. So let's talk about the 1950s, post World War II. This is when. Okay, yep, that's where a lot of houses came away, and that's when the whole baby booming happened. And now those those same people are now retiring from construction work, and those same guys, they need to hire millennials and Gen Zs to take place, or Gen X, whatever it is now, whatever they are. But yeah, I don't even know how many words I'm even saying right now, but sure a good amount, and it's gonna make my brain. It's gonna turn me into an airhead, which may or may not be a bad thing, because my mind is full of knowledge. And you know what? As years pass, I'm not gonna remember much after school, but I will remember basic things. And yeah, I don't know. Not much to complain about as of lately. That's really that. What are we gonna do this 4th of July? Gonna do a second episode? Or are we just gonna ignore it this year? And just celebrate it on our own? Or, are we just, how about maybe we'll do a third holiday episode this Christmas?
Probably ignoring July.
Yeah, we'll probably ignore that.
Father's Day.
I think we did do something about Mother's Day, but I don't remember doing something about Father's Day. Oh, yep, last year was a good Father's Day. There was this Mexican restaurant I went to, which I forgot where it was. So, yeah, I shared enough context of that.
Puppy.
Berito, but yes, they had some pretty good food there. It's one of those places you don't go often, and it's not local either. But speaking of, there are some pretty good Mexican restaurants locally. One of them I went to this past Saturday. They had a really good little street taco little item that I had. Yes, it was good. I would go back there again. And I hear clacking. And I know that wasn't me. And yeah.
Pencil dropped.
Well, you better get to sharpen it, just like we gotta sharpen our brains. Wow. Man, my brain is frying, but not in the same way those that our French fries are. Because I'm having a hard time spitting out words. But you know what? Bird is the word, and birds are good at pumping out words. Well.
Pressure.
Or treasure. Copyright strike on the way. But we will not be doing copyright striking here. But I will. Yes, I think I'm not gonna reiterate what I talked about last episode, because I did already mention I want to do a project already. Let's see here. Right now, we're just chilling out. Looks like the snow is melting. It said we were supposed to get frozen rain and sleet, but when I went outside today to dump the trash, well, it looks like a lot of ice is melted. So no more slipping on your ass and cracking your head. because I do not need another head injury. That's the last thing I'd want. Not only I don't want to lose my mind, but also lose my brain. Well, same thing, essentially. But yeah, actually, that was not the first time I've had a head injury. I also had one in kindergarten when I fell on the rim of the stairs, like on the playground. And I had to go to that same ER to get stitches. It's like above my right eye. And you can still kind of see the scar. Like 17 years from now. Like, but nope, I've been pretty careful. Yeah.
Colorado calling?
Colorado. Colorado is good. I've only ever been twice. Same time I've been to Oklahoma twice. It would be fun to visit there again. Maybe I would like to go to Florida to go to maybe Disney. Or even Universal. I mean, I think they're a step up above, like a step above Six Flags. But Six Flags is also great, but maybe for me because it's really the only like big amusement park I've ever been to. But with there's still some memorable rides at Six Flags. But
Never been.
Well, you'll have to go there one day because there are plenty of good rides there. And also, yep, there are multiple Six Flags, but yeah, this very particular one I went to, yep, there's this really cool mega coaster that it doesn't go upside down, but it goes pretty fast. And like you get mist sprayed, like it's almost like you're flying like a superhero. It makes you feel like one. Yes. Maybe you should go there this summer. Oh, there's also one other amusement park I've been to when I took a trip to Texas, like over half a decade ago. I went to SeaWorld. That was it's kind of a step below Six Flags, but it was still fun. But I mean, the coasters, they were still cool, but Six Flags still had the better ones. Plus, it's always a matter of preference, too. If you don't like crazy rides, then don't go to Six Flags. Yeah. That was fun. Texas is such a different beast compared to here to my local town. All I could say is because, well, there's not a lot of trees in Texas. Or if there are, possibly palm trees, but I have not. Maybe I don't. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong side of Texas, but it's not humid there. It's almost like you're sitting in a easy bake oven on like low heat. That's how hot it is down there. Which, speaking of easy bake oven, they've had their controversies, but they're still doing well today. Still selling well today.
Explain controversies.
There's little kids that got their fingers caught inside the oven and had to pry it off at the hospital. And while the burner was on. That's why they had to do a couple of recalls. But you know what? Maybe there should be, in case it's not clear enough, it's do not stick your hands in an easy bake oven because then you'll hurt yourself.
Natural selection.
Yes. Well, of course, you selecting stuff at your local Walmart. I mean, it may not be as much as Toys R Us, but with what we have, it's good. It's a good selection. God. Okay. Well, I am I am not tired, but I'm also not energetic either. Which, hey, it's a good thing. And also, not yawning a lot, but I'm still yawning. And you know what? It's nice to relax. And tomorrow, my week's looking good. Probably going to the gym probably 3 times this week instead of 2. Well, yes, I do like to go to the gym. I like to go there to go, but also to maintain my shape, which is good. I mean, I'm not gonna rehash one of our episodes about that. If you want to hear about that, listen to the other episode of our podcast, which there may or may not be a card in the video itself. Yeah. I wonder how my buddy here is holding up, because I'm the only one that's talking here. And you know what? Hey, sometimes it's nice to talk your thoughts out, because other than your stuffed animals, who else is there? And your family as well. You could talk to your audio recorder, which is cool. Tape or no tape. But,
All right.
yeah, all right.
Thank you all for listening.
Yes.
Subscribe, share, comment,
And,
bell.
yep, in case you want to click that bell, and not the Taco Bell, the real bell. That
Have
is no way saved.
great evening.
All right.
Bye,
See you all soon.
everyone.
See you all soon. And that's...
Peace.
Jeez.